Hey y'all, so we're on to day three of the 30 days of senior care. And so here on day three, the topic today is the emotional aspect of moving to senior living. So there is an emotional part of it. And first, we're going to talk about one aspect of it that can kind of bring about certain type of feelings, and then we'll end it on a positive note. So, just so you know, I always try to encourage families to talk to their loved one in advance. Kind of just let them know it's time. You know, let's start looking at this. Let's start thinking about this way. Don't spring it all on them at one time, because just giving it to them all at once can bring about even more feelings. And you don't want them going somewhere just angry and feeling some type of way. But it can bring about a lot of different feelings. It can bring about it's a big change. And it's normal to feel these emotions. I always tell, don't move or act off of those emotions in that moment, because you'll be moving or not moving. That's what I don't want. I don't want you to feel the negative side of it and then decide not to do a move and then make it harder on you and your family. So that's number one. Have the discussion first and continuously discuss it. Like, don't just have it one time and forget about it. Continuously talk about it, but do it in a positive manner. Because the biggest challenge is dealing with the loss of the independence. So no one wants to lose their independence, even though you can have your loved one sitting in a wheelchair at home and they know they can't walk that good. But if you tell them that they're going to a facility, they will probably bring up every excuse in the world. Oh, I'm going to try harder. Oh, I'll do this or I'll do that. In reality, they can't. If it comes to the point where they can't, they just can't. So that's why you need to always have these conversations and keep the communication open and just talk about it. And if you, as the main caregiver, are not the one to do it, then if you have someone in your family, like for instance, my mom is still young, but as she get older, I'm gonna tell her what she need to do, but I'm also gonna make my brother do it all, because for whatever reason, baby boy, she does. I mean, she just does better with him. So, you just have to know your family dynamic, and you have to know if they'll actually, agree and go forth with it. And sometimes it may take someone else to have the conversation instead of that main person that does, everything, or that knows more. You may just have to have someone else have the conversation. And another reason why that is very, very important is because they are leaving their everyday, lifestyle. Although they may just get up, make coffee, eat breakfast, sit around, watch TV, that's their everyday thing in their personal home. So when you strip someone of their independence or remove them from their regular area, even if they're not doing much, it can just be very, very hard. So these type of conversations is something that you want to have in advance. A big family discussion would be best, just because weighing in different opinions, that plays a big part in it. So now we can talk about on the brighter side. On the brighter side of it, whenever you have these conversations, make sure you start out talking about safety. That's always number one. Mom, dad, grandma, whoever your loved one is, we want you to be safe. We think that you being at home by yourself can be unsafe. If you fall in the floor and you don't have, your cell phone near you or anything nearby, you could be laying in the floor for hours and no one can find you. So always start out talking about their safety and how much safer it'll be to be in a community with other people. Safety usually always wins. Let them know it's less maintenance on their home. They don't have to worry about fixing anything up anymore. Less meal prepping and cooking. They don't have to worry about that. It'll be done for them. The biggest thing, socialization. We always want to push the activities and being around other seniors just like them. So sometimes you can feel like you're the only one around everyone that can't walk, or that they handshake whenever they try to eat. They get embarrassed with certain things. They may drool a little bit more than normal, and it can be embarrassing. But in a community, there's probably two or three other people that's going through the same exact thing that they're going through. So it behooves you to just have those type of conversations on the positive side, that it's more of a community setting than you being at home struggling on your own. The biggest thing I like to push is activities, activities, activities. Activities department at assisted livings and nursing homes should be A1. Of course you have your regular bingo, which I'll tell you, I've worked in a few places, and when you don't have bingo, it's a problem. But you have your bingo, you have other games, but the services, if they are religious, you can also get their church involved, or little groups in the church, within the church. It feels good to have someone come and do your Bible study, or a group come and sing a song, and you're sitting up front and you're looking at the other residents saying, hey, that's my church. I know them. That's my family. Like, it just feels good. And then you'll have all those people from the church visiting your loved one. If your children are in like Girl Scouts, or if they dance, or in any type of thing, little boys that maybe do karate, just anything. If you go and you talk to the activities department, I can guarantee you they'll make room for you, or for their grandchildren, or whomever the person is, to come in and do something special. That's less planning they have to do. That's less people they have to call. So they usually love family volunteers, because it takes the load off of them, but it also helps the individuals that's in the facility or in the community see their family members. And one thing I have learned is music soothes the soul, and children make the heart happy. Those are the two things that I always recommend. All types of music. Music is just healing. So all types of music, and then little children and younger kids, it just makes the elderly so excited and so happy. So you have to focus on the positive. I'm not saying ignore the challenges, because there will be challenges. There may be things that you don't like or you don't agree with, but focus on the positives. While addressing the challenges, make sure the positives is number one. So that's all I have for tonight. Day 3, the emotional aspect of moving into senior living. Talk to you later.